What is up, everybody? This is Luke, a different Owls TV episode today. I'm in Alabama and I'm on my own here, so Sean was very good to help me with getting a camera, so I got the whole setup. I feel super empowered that I've done this by myself, but my goodness, hats off to anybody who has a cameraman or anybody who has somebody who helps them with their recording and editing and cutting. Thank you, because it really just shows the amount of work that goes into making these videos. And just wanted to say a big shout out to Sean for all the help he's done over the year. So we're in Alabama right now, and they're going to be heading up to heading up to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then we will be making our way to our first expo of 2021. That is going to be the Champs, New Jersey. So we will have a booth there. Please make sure to come by, check us out if you are in the New Jersey area. After New Jersey, we are going to be heading down to the Southern Hemp Expo. The Southern Hemp Expo is in North Carolina. So if you haven't been to those, either of those, or if you're in the surrounding areas and you would like to meet the Owls team, we will have Chris and Alyssa from Minnesota will be there in the New Jersey one, and then we'll have Alex as well as Brian Moultrie from our Southern team. They'll also be there, and I will be at both events. So after that, we got another busy schedule. Got a couple of 4 or 5 days off, and then we're heading right back up to the homeland that was Massachusetts for NECAN Boston. So we will be at NECAN as well. So just wanted to give you that little update. And the reason that we are down here is really because we have a few stores here. So if you've been keeping up on Instagram, we dropped a few videos. We visited a bunch of our local stores here in Alabama, and now we're going to be heading up to Tennessee. And I suppose first things first, after going to a lot of stores, I get what people I didn't really understand about shitty hemp products. I didn't get it, and honestly, just upset and just pissed at some of the subpar products that are being pushed around here, and especially in Alabama, which is originally was the whole premise of a lot of these, us trying to get into a lot of these other states like Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, those states that don't have any recreational or medical marijuana. They don't really know what quality is, and believe me, it shows in some of these dispensaries. I mean, I'm not even going to mention some of the companies because I wouldn't want to give them any more publicity, but there's this one company, and the bud, specifically the bud, talk about the worst possible bud. I opened this pack and it was brown. It was brown and mold, and I was just what type of company sells this? Now I think this is again sprayed bud. If it's brown, they probably hit it with super high temperatures or something like that, but it was brown and disgusting and no nose to it, and it was just repulsive, and I just felt terrible. I felt terrible for any of the people that unknowingly purchase a product like this and are smoking it, because it's absolutely junk. like just junk. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I saw some moon rocks, and I mean, the first thing I did was I said, what is that up there? Is that mushrooms? Is that mushrooms up there? Because it was like in a bag, and it looked like a flat thing of mushrooms. And like, oh, that's moon rocks. I'm like, what? Like, can I take a look at that, please? I take the thing down. I mean, it's still got pieces of leaves, and some of it's still on the stem. Talk about like having some integrity in your products, but I suppose some people don't, right? They don't actually care at all, and it's just like, you know what? These people down here don't know anything. They'll buy anything. They're buying junk. And it's just like, well, let's just get this shit and just feed it to states that have no idea about what good quality is. And I was just like, I was upset. I was really upset. I was just... And this is like, and that is, at least it gets me, you know, when we're talking about like comparing like to likes. I don't really like to compare at all because everyone does their own thing, but damn, I mean, like if someone's talking about I get cheap bud, like don't buy the cheap bud. Whatever you do, don't buy the cheap bud. And even in like, at least in the cannabis space, like if you're buying cheap bud, it's like, I've never seen bud as bad as I saw in Alabama in a couple of these places. Like never. Like this is like worse than your swag brickweed. Like seriously, it was like just brown, no nose. Like who would buy this and smoke it? I mean, maybe someone who's completely broken, just is completely uninformed, would like maybe, and that's a market, right? So it's like, I don't want to judge. I'm not trying to judge. I just feel that people shouldn't be consuming products that are so low. And I mean, don't even get me started on testing. I mean, testing is like irrelevant for half of these companies. You ever scan the QR codes and like, and then nothing pops up like that? It's like, there's like, here, we got the QR code. It brings you to the website, and the website doesn't have anything on it. And it's just like, what the fuck? like, oh my God. So it's definitely been, a learning experience for sure. Very big learning experience. I mean, people are very friendly around here. Don't get me wrong, but, just not happy with some of the level of quality that's being given to some stores here. I suppose you got to ask the store owners, right? Like, why would you buy that? But maybe it's deteriorating over time. But just upsetting. I mean, just try and smoke. Like, there's so many good products out there. So many. And you don't need to purchase crap. Like, you really don't. And it's just a matter of you like looking at a few different brands, knowing, like, for instance, I didn't even like, don't buy brown bud, right? If it's like, I'm not talking like a little bit brown, I'm talking like, I opened this up and was like, oh! like what is that? Like, that's what it was like. It wasn't like like, oh yeah, it's okay. It was like, oh my God, put that thing back. Like, there's probably like spiders and wet, like who knows what's in that. That's like, you open that up and you like just put the seal back on it and never open it again. Like, dispose of it. Like, it's effectively like biomass, right? That's literally what it is. It's like it's just like biomass, just absolute junk. So, look, at the end of the day, folks, you got to do what's best for you. And if you're on a tight budget, I mean, there's still no need. I know, like, there's still no need to buy just absolute crap. Absolute crap. Just no integrity in it at all. And if it's no integrity in that, then it's just like the whole entire process is in shambles. So just keep an eye out and don't buy brown bud. Whatever you do, don't buy the cheapest products. God help you, don't buy the cheapest of the cheap hemp products, because there's just so many problems, and I wouldn't go near it with a 10-foot pole. So that's my little piece on Alabama. I mean, definitely some really good stores. Shout out to the Green Lady. Shout out to if you ever go to the CBD American Shaman in Huntsville, they got 3 locations. They are fire as well. I mean, you go into that store, you get service, you get it's just really appealing how you walk into the stores, and it's like clearly an interior designer like decked it all out, and it just looks phenomenal. So definitely check out the Green Lady, or Green Lady has a dab bar. You can't really go wrong with that. They've got everything. So yeah, I'd check out the Green Lady, and then I would also check out the CBD American Shaman, excuse me. But that's it for Luke for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this week's video. If you like the content and want to see more, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with every new video as they're released. And don't forget to leave a comment if you want to be entered into our weekly giveaway to get some Owls products. Congratulations to this week's winner. Please make sure to reach out to us on Instagram to claim your prize. Thanks again for watching, everybody. See you next week.